Hello again, Reverend David Gore, Mustard Seed Church, Uniting Ultimo. I read an article this week that was written by a doctor who was commenting on the physiological impact of all the Zoom meetings that many of us are having at the moment in this phase of shutdown. And he made the comment that we actually have to work quite a lot harder when we're talking with someone through the medium of video with a screen in between us, because there's so much of the non-verbal information that our bodies communicate that isn't present in a video conversation. Very, very subtle things like tone of voice is impeded by the video process, and even facial expressions often aren't as clear, but also proximity and the way we lean our body towards somebody or pull back. There's 85% of our communication, of course, is body language and non-verbal things, and so to take those out of the equation, our mind has to work really hard to then communicate those things and to read what's happening, because that more instinctual part of the communication is less available to us. And I can't remember if the article made this point or whether it made me think, we aren't simply a bunch of ideas, or our sense of who we are isn't a disembodied personality or anything like that. We're very much enfleshed people. Like, we've got this stuff, skin, and we have appearance and health and proximity to one another. We do actually like to be in touch, actually physically in touch with one another as well. And all those things are part of what it means to be a human being. And in this time of shutdown, it's a very strange thing to not be able to be a human being with all the other human beings. But it also highlights the fact that in a culture that has championed individualism to such an extent for the last, century or more, we sometimes miss out on seeing how connected we are to one another and how much we enrich each other's lives. I think it does happen serendipitously in ways that we might not necessarily kind of deliberately pick up on or deliberately do for one another, but it's kind of nice to become aware that it's not just how much I do or how much I have or how much I earn or how comfortable my life is, all that kind of stuff that makes life work for me. It's actually how good it is for my friends around me and my community around me. It's what they're able to participate in as well. It's how much we can share together and how that sense of richness in life is magnified when we can do it together. And I don't know, I think there's something really wonderful in that discovery. So I've just been musing on that more than anything else, and I thought, well, my prayer is, as we go through this time where a lot of that stuff which we kind of took for granted before has been absent for us, as hopefully in the not too distant future we're able to come back into circulation with each other more thoroughly, we might really appreciate that sense of connectedness. We might have an ongoing legacy that is an understanding of ourselves beyond individualism, and be a bit more aware of how the well-being of others has a huge impact on our sense of well-being as well. So God bless and keep well.